and welcome to Light Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Olight Perun 3. This is a 21700 powered red-white LED high-performance multifunction headlamp. You can find this selling on Amazon for $89.99 retail. Could go on sale, which is pretty awesome. It's at Amazon USA. They have it in black or orange. I'll have links down in the pay link section if you want to check it out. This represents a high-performance, high-tier item, so it's very cool. As you can see by the box here, we have max 3000 lumens and a throw of 160 meters. A lot of flood, a lot of light there. So let's check out the box it comes in. Perun 3 high-performance headlamp with white and red light sources. Nice. So yeah, there you go. It's multifunction, which is nice. They give you a clip so you can clip it. I like that. That's how I usually carry mine. Yeah, very nice. Okay, going inside the box here. It's one of those fancy magnetic ones. And on the back, I think it just has some basic information there. Okay, don't put it in the fire. It'd be a good thing, right? So yeah, took everything out. I think it's presented well. It has like a box within a box. There you go. Enjoy. Olight team. Sweet. And then, yeah, they got how to get started. So let's go ahead and show you what you get. So in the box, we get the star of the show. I'm going to kind of zoom it down a little bit. Yeah, that's looking pretty sweet. I really like this. In headlamp mode, of course, it's amazing. And multifunction carry, I like this a lot. It sticks in the hand well here. Putting it in my jacket pocket, no problem. Yeah, loving that. So there it is. All right, we also get magnetic charger. Yep, Olight's known for their mag-based charging, which is pretty cool. Got your USB to the magnetic base. And this one here, I think it's printed on there. This is the 1 amp, 1.5, and 2 amp version. There's just a 1 amp version out there, same fitting. This one will do all three, which is fantastic. This light does take a 2 amp charge in case I forget to mention it. There you are, cool. We get the headlamp, which is really nice holder. I mean, yeah, you get this metal bracket here where the light fits into. And the headlamp's really nicely made. It's got this, I think, a beaded sweat here. So the sweat doesn't get in your eyes when you're wearing it. And it's a good grip for a helmet. So it does both functions well. So it's kind of like feels gummy. You know, it's kind of like like I say, an anti-sweat type rung there. And it's fully adjustable. So you have your top's adjustable for your head. You got a big head, little head. And the back here, of course, is adjustable as well. And I noticed that this is reflective. So the Olight and the streaks here as you're walking or running, this can be reflective to anybody with a light source like a car or bike lamp, somebody on the path. With another light source, we'll see you coming. So there you go. Very nice. And then we have a carry lanyard, which is pretty handy with their name on it. They even give you a little hook to attach to pull it through on the little narrow spot. You know, sometimes this can be a pain to put on, but otherwise, yeah, I like having lanyards. Very handy to have. We have a caution manual. Read that so you don't blow yourself up. And then we have the user manual. Yeah, I don't know how easy this is to open up. We'll probably cover most everything in this manual. Just going to kind of flip it open here and see if we can't make this readable. It's like a roadmap to your life. It is a huge pamphlet. Yeah, this isn't going to work out too well because it's like, languages. Let's see if I can just get to the images. Okay, here we go. So, user manual. In case I forget something. What's in the box? Sweet. There's the light modes for the white. It's got red secondaries. Awesome. Just going to kind of go through this for posterity. There's some basic parameters in case I forget to mention something like working temperature. I probably wouldn't have mentioned that. There you go. Charging about 4 hours. It's a pretty big battery in there. So there you go. Figure 1, figure 2. Just kind of go through here. And you can freeze frame if you need any of these things. But I'm going to try to cover all these modes. The moonlight mode, turbo. How to access the secondaries. Now it can get a little tricky. The UI isn't very intuitive. So you have to use it for a little bit to get used to it. It's got a flashlight timer. And it's got a proximity sensor, which can be disabled. Proximity sensor is okay. It's not the best out there. I've had better in flashlights. There, you can temporarily turn it off. You should get a little symbol showing you how. Yeah, sorry, I'm not doing the greatest job of showing this manual, but I'll try to cover everything. And change brightness levels. Turning on and off the flashlight's pretty basic. Okay, so we're gonna get rid of that. All right, cool. So let's get to the flashlight. Let's get to the business. Yeah. All right, the Perun 3. Loving it. So let's go ahead and zoom it on down, up close and personal. And let's talk about features of this bad boy. Yeah, right away, you pick it up, you feel quality. I mean, if you're spending $80 for a flashlight, you're gonna want quality, and this thing screams quality. That's one of my likes about this one, and we'll get into my likes and dislikes at the end of the video. But yeah, fantastic. Just the build quality and, like I say, overall feel is absolutely amazing in the hand. Loving it. So dimensions. Let's go over that. So we have a length of 4 5/8 of an inch, or 117 millimeters. We have a head diameter, which is square. I measured it both directions there, in 1 inch, or 25 millimeters. And our tail diameter is the same, 1 inch, and it's 25 millimeters. So yeah, pretty cool. Let's do a size comparison. I always like to do these. I'm gonna have to probably bring this back up a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bring it up. Let's see, what do I got on the bench here? I got a through night, a little AA powered flashlight. This is the Saber, 14500 or AA. And yeah, it's a simple little everyday carry backup. Like having that. 18650 flat top. There you go. Basic. Now, yeah, the battery in here is proprietary. I tried other 21700s, couldn't get them to work. Like, that won't work with a flat top. It won't work with a button top. I tried them all. And like, I think I tried, this guy here, this Science Sky, which is a competitor. They make a cool headlamp as well, similar. But yeah, this battery type wouldn't work either. So yeah, it's got a special one. I'll show it to you. Yeah, 21700, and then we have the ThruNite TC15 version 3. This is a simple everyday carry 18650 flashlight, to give you an idea. So it's a pretty compact 21700, as you can see there, and boosting an output of 3000 lumens is absolutely amazing. So yeah, stay watching this video. I go outside with this thing, blasting at 3000 lumens. It sees everything. It's fantastic. All right, cool. So yeah, all right. Bring this bag out here. Go back on down. And we will cover all the features of this. All right, great. So looking at the front here, you can see we got a glass lens. And you got some, looks like tapered optics there. Pretty basic optics. I don't see anything super fancy there. Just a simple diffused optics. And you can see there's 3 white LEDs. And those 3 white LEDs, they're cool white. There's no really information. I wasn't able to gather what brand they are, but I'm sure somebody knows out there in one of the forums. Not a big deal to find out. But color temperature is 5700 to 6700 Kelvin advertised. And the CRI, color rendering index, is 70. That's what they advertise as well. Looks pretty good. They're nice white lights. Hopefully you can tell in the pictures I took and the outdoor video. So you get to see that in a moment. In the center there, you got a red LED, which is your secondary, which we're going to show you how that works. Up here on top, we have a proximity sensor. That works when you engage turbo when you're too close to something. So if you're on high, and you engage turbo and you're too close, it turns it off and goes back to high. If you already have turbo on and then you come close to something, turbo stays on. I tested that and melted my jacket. So remember that. If this thing's on turbo, turn it down before you get close to something, because the proximity sensor does not work in that case. It only works when you first turn it on. So there's that, which is odd because I have a flashlight that the proximity sensor is always active. No matter what you're doing with turbo, when turbo's on, if you come close to something, it turns it off, which is good. I mean, it's like an inch away and then it turns it off. It's a smart move. But maybe they can improve that. But as you can see, it's got this blue anodized treatment, which I love. Absolutely amazing. Now, I did want to mention, the beam pattern you'll see is absolutely amazing. A lot of flood. It's super flood. That's how they put the 3 LEDs. Definitely provides that. That's what this is all about. So if you're caving, walking, this is what you want. You can see your surroundings. Lights up everywhere. So tons of light. We have a aluminum body here with looks like a hard anodized finish. Your typical aircraft grade aluminum. Again, feels really good. Loving the knurling on the grip here. Heavy heat sink fins to keep this thing cool when it's running, because it gets warm. Caution hot for sure. There's always that on there. I think it says that. Yeah. Be careful, hot surface. Here's your multifunction clip here. Nice. And there's knurling, which is nice. This actually feels comfortable in the hand, but it's mildly aggressive. So if you're wondering, grip will probably be good with a glove on. And yeah, it feels good in the hand. Bottom here, we got our magnetic base. Of course, you can hook it on somewhere if you have to. Of course, it's for your charger. That charges at 5 volts, 2 amps in. Now, the cool thing is when you're using the charger, you're charging this flashlight up, you have all modes available to you. So yeah, not only is it taking a 2 amp charge, but you can go into turbo mode, you can go into red mode, you can do SOS. So yeah, it does quite a bit, and it has it all available to you while you're charging. So if you're got some headlamp and you got a power bank set up, you can do that. The only thing is, I wish it had a locking feature where you could lock this magnet. I know it's pretty tight, but if you could lock it in place, that way it won't pop off if you're, again, caving and it gets snagged, or you're going through the woods and a tree branch pulls on it, it'll disengage the charging. But something to keep in mind. For a bicycle or normal walking, running, that'd be fine to have that attached while you're charging. Very cool. So let's open this up and show you the battery and show you how the switch works, and then we'll get to some demoing. So yeah, here we go. Proprietary. See, it's really weird. You got your positive negative terminal on the back side, and then if you pull it through, there's your negative on the front, which is very different. I saw the springs. I thought, oh, maybe I could use a standard battery, and I couldn't get one to work. So there's that. Buy an extra battery, you should be okay. Or 2. It's a nice flashlight. You want to make sure you have extras. All right, great. So switch. I'm going to bring Iron Man in here. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. I like the switch. It's a metal switch, and it's got little laser perforations. So when you turn this on, we got our battery status LED. Green means good. Red means charge, pretty much. Red's about 25%, I believe. But it's not a window. I thought, how'd they do that with a metal switch? It's micro perforated. I look under power. Those are little laser holes drilled in there, so it keeps your water tightness at IP68 waterproof. Pretty amazing. So yeah, single press on, single press off. So it's pretty basic. It's going to always start in your white mode. If you want to start in the red mode, you have to double press. You would think from off, it would go right to turbo, but it goes right to red mode for your secondaries. So if you need secondaries right away, you just go double tap and you're into your red mode. It always starts in low red. So there you go. Let's go back to white and show you how that works. So single press for white mode, and then press and hold to cycle. So you got low, medium, high, and it will remember last regular mode use, low, medium, or high. So if I turn it off, it should go right back to high. Okay, and while this flashlight's on, you can engage turbo, double pressing, there's turbo, single press, turns off the flashlight, single press back on. Now, if I engage turbo with my Iron Man close, well, I'm going to go to the back side just in case it melts it. It should turn. There you go. So you saw it flash on and flash off. That's because the proximity sensor is saying, no way. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't engage, so you got to, there we go, engage that time. So it's the first time you turn a light on it and use turbo. Now, you don't want to burn anything. But if I engage turbo now, okay, good, it keeps doing it. Nice. Now it doesn't do it there. So as you can see, sometimes it doesn't engage. So that's why I wish it was always on. It's one feature that I wish it had. But that's turbo. So yeah, let's go keep in white mode. So I think from off or on, 1, 2, 3, get you to SOS mode on white. Nice, and as you can see, battery status is always engaging. Okay, so we're going to single click to turn that off, because that'll get annoying quick. What else we got? We have quite a bit. We have a moonlight mode, so if we press and hold, it'll access moonlight. There you go. It's a 5 lumen mode. Don't expect really low modes because they just tend not to be. I think this is a high performance LED to get that 3000 lumens. And a lot of times they can't get them to run really low. So 5 is about as low as you're going to get, which is enough. But if you're tuning radios, it has a lot of RFIs, so it can be an issue. So go ahead and turn that off. There's a lockout mode. So you press and hold. Keep holding it. Let go, and then now we're in lockout mode. As you can see, it's saying I'm not going to turn on unless you press and hold. There you go. Confirmation that now the flashlight is in normal use mode. We got to cycle our modes. There you go. Very simple on white. Now going to red. Like I said, it's a little not intuitive. You have to double press from off. So you expect turbo, but it goes to red. Excuse me, I didn't do that good enough. There we go. There's red. Now when you're red mode, it starts out in low, and to get to high, you I think it's double press. Yeah, it's something non-intuitive. So it's like turbo. Think of it as turbo red. Double press to go back to low. See how it's doing that? Because single press will just turn it off. And so if you want to change to SOS red, you, I believe, press and hold. So press and hold like a cycle. So now you go to SOS. So press and hold, go back to normal modes. Very interesting how they got it like that. That's your red in a nutshell. So you can start the flashlight in red, which is nice. Just remember to double tap from off. All right, great. So yeah, drop is a 1.5 meter. You saw the battery is 5,000 milliamp hour, proprietary battery. Yeah, there is that. Of course, mag charging is pretty cool. There's no port, so that is a nice thing. It's all metal design. There's no little rubber grommets or jackets to fall apart on. That is awesome. So we're going to go head out to the garage and outside and show you this light in action here. And then, of course, we'll come back to a benchtop demo and do final thoughts. So let's head to the garage. Okay, here I am 15 feet away from the garage door. The light is on turbo. This is 3,000 lumens. Expect a runtime of 2 minutes before it throttles down to 810 lumens. Then expect a 180-minute runtime before it throttles down to 600 lumens, running the remainder of the battery out for a half hour, and give you a total distance throw of 160 meters. Now the flashlight's on high. This is 600 lumens. Expect a runtime of 300 minutes. Before it throttles down to 120 lumens, it runs the remainder of the battery out in a half hour. Now we're in some usable mode 2 with the medium, 120 lumens. Nice for around the house. This will give you a runtime of 25 hours with that high capacity battery. Moving on to low, this is 30 lumens. Expect a runtime of 89 hours. Low at 30 lumens, 89 hours. This is what you want if you're trying to preserve the battery. Say you're in a power out situation and you're not sure when it's going to come back on. This is the setting to use the most. And now, moon, we are 5 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 20 days. Yes, 20 days. Absolutely amazing. Now we're going to switch over to red light. Now we're on high. This is 60 lumens. Expect a total runtime on high at 14 hours. So red does take a lot of juice to run. And now we're on red low, which is 15 lumens, and expect a runtime of 70 hours. Not bad. So now let's head outside, where I took this flashlight and turned it on turbo to see what kind of distances we would get and kind of what flood beam you can expect to see and the type of spill that this flashlight has. So let's go check that video out. Okay, I'm outside with the Perun 3. I'm going to go right to turbo here. 3,000 lumens and a throw of 160 meters. Should be a lot of flood. Archway 30 feet. Tree left there 40 feet. Tree behind the archway 50 feet. Then downrange is a tree at 100 feet. And you can see a stop sign all the way down at 100 meters there, reflecting back. But mainly what we're seeing here is a lot of edge-to-edge flood. Bring it down the sidewalk, bringing it back up there. Again, distances 50 to 100 feet there, pretty easily seen. There we go. And bring it back down. Real nice. Edge to edge there. Going to the street. Alright. So yeah, that was pretty impressive outside. 3,000 lumens and 160 meter. Yeah, it just lights up the whole area. Perfect for walking, cycling, you name it. If you are caving, if you are deep woods, camping, doing things out there, this is going to be nice to have. So let's quick show a desktop demo. Turn the lights off. Right now it's on moonlight mode, 5 lumens. I'll just cycle it through so you get an idea. But color temperature, it definitely is a blue-white. You might have seen that in some of the pictures on the lower settings. It definitely shows a more blue tint to it. Okay, CRI is not very good. You can see how Iron Man is kind of washed out. Okay, I'm moving to the center now. There we go. All right, so we're just going to cycle it to the ceiling. So we're on moonlight, low, medium, high, and then double press for turbo. So of course, turbo in my room is lighting the entire place up. Didn't expect anything less. Absolutely amazing. to the left, pointing to the right. So it's bouncing it off the walls. Okay, get a little warm in the hand here. So let's bring it on down. Okay, there you go, and into the table. We can kind of show you how much flow this has. So I'm trying to point it just far enough away. I'm bringing it in. There we go. Oh, it's got to get into focus there. There we go. And it's got a real diffuse spot. So there's a diffuse center right there. And we are on low right now. And now I'm pointing it all the way to the left. So tons of spill. This is edge on right there. The edge of the flashlight is over the cards. So we are getting that edge spill, which is absolutely amazing. Bringing it back down. So yeah, you're surrounded, you're seeing edge to edge. Cool. Oh. Cycle. Press and hold. There you go. And then high, and then this now we can go turbo, which is a little bit too much for the table. Go to moon. All right, great. And yeah, if you're a radio tuner like me, it's a radio channel. Turn this radio on. Let's tune it to my local here. It's 1000. So you got RFI. Goes away on turbo, but you'll melt your radio. Unfortunately. Got it on red. There's high red. Nice. That looks good. Red low. Yeah. Preserve your night vision. Alright, great. Let's go ahead and go to white. Turn the lights back on, see what I'm doing here. And do final thoughts on the Perun 3. Yeah, I'm loving this flashlight, guys. Alright, great. So Iron Man, he's the man with the master plan. He can spin it like no one can. Alright, let's bring it down. Alright, great. So, I always like at the end of the video, talk about likes, dislikes, wants, and different things like that, and overall opinion. So let's go right to the likes. Build quality. Holy cow, the build quality of this thing is absolutely top notch. You're not going to get better. Olight really has stepped up their game. I mean, their stuff is great. I'm absolutely loving the design here. The grip. Their engineers are really getting good at testing this out too. They're not only just making fancy grips, they're actually, saying this is a good grip. Testing the grip, because you can tell somebody actually tested this grip. I've had other companies where they didn't. You could just tell they made this highly aggressive grip and never realized that it's sharp in the hand. You have to wear a gloved hand with this flashlight, otherwise you're going to hurt yourself. Yeah, that's Workos does that, I think. So Fern, one of those companies, they had a real aggressive one. I was like, man, but this is nice. Really like that. So that's the build quality. Love it. Mag charger, love it. 2 amp, absolutely amazing. Of course, it does have indication. So green is finished, red is charging. It lights up right there at the end. Okay, not to mention that, but it's pretty basic. Yeah, high capacity battery, 5,000 milliamp hour included. Yeah, got that. Got the wide floody beam, which is phenomenal. When you see it in person, you'll absolutely love it. The red LED secondary in there is brighter than you think. That's absolutely amazing. Battery status LED behind a laser perforated metal switch. Wow, that's attention to detail right there. I love it. I didn't think it had one. I'm looking for a window all over the place. Didn't even see that was hiding behind that little spot there. So I have my thumb over it. I'm like, where's the light? Where's the light? Because I have my thumb on it, like a dummy. But if you go a little lower, you can see the light. Then I saw it. I'm like, whoa, I see the light. Little John Belushi there. Yeah. So anyway, ramp mode. Okay, no, I'm going into something else. Excuse me, there's no ramp mode. I want that. So get battery status, mag base. I do like this for this type of flashlight. Multifunction, you're going to want a mag base for sure. Your multifunction clip here included. Thank you. Of course, the extras they give you is fantastic. You're paying the money, paying the price. It's good to have those extra things. The headband is quality. I do like the fact that these are reflective. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, that's nice. So definitely high-end headband here. Not cheap or chintzy whatsoever. This is metal, not rubber. Thank you. The rubber ones just don't last. They fall apart. Yeah, what else we got? All modes available while charging. That is important. Some people want to know. You know, if you're definitely cycling with this and have some kind of cycle mount, which I can see people using, and then you have it mag charging, it'll keep going. So you'll run all the modes you need. I'd recommend running a low mode while you're charging just to save, so it charges quicker, and you're not just running it low and staying at that level, but actually increasing the battery capacity. So definitely switch it down a little bit. And it's comfortable to hold, like I mentioned, the grip. So let's go to wants and dislikes. Proximity sensor isn't what I'm used to, and I'm not a fan of it not always engaging, as you saw there in my demo. It doesn't always engage, and like I said, I melted my jacket. It melts nylon. Yes, it does. I got 3 little spots, like a UFO landed on my jacket. I'm like, oh, man. So proximity, if you Olight's watching this, if you can make that always active, that would make sense. Then you can disable it with your little disable switch set up there. But yeah, make it always active. That would be nice. Ramping mode, wish it had that. Ramping would be fantastic, especially when you've got a premium price tag. Ramping gives you that ability to have all the between 5 to 3,000 lumens. That would be really nice on tap. And there are some flashlights where they'll remember turbo that way. They'll remember the highest ramp setting, which is turbo, and it goes right to it. That isn't bad. We want to turn on our flashlight on turbo and have kind of like a tactical type light. Some people want that. What else would I wish this flashlight had? A better battery. It would take non-standard batteries, a simple button top, or a flat top. I mean, there are flashlights out there that take these things, and it'd be nice. But I understand it's probably because of the charging setup. You have to go with a proprietary method to do it properly and to keep it watertight. I get it, but it would be nice if they could somehow incorporate this. But you have to take the back off, bottom off and charge it with a standard charger. I get that as well. So there's that. I wish it could take it and use it, but it doesn't. That's here nor there. Maybe they get like a spacer. But okay, that's it. I mean, that's not much except, oh yeah, more strobe modes. I wish it had a flasher and a beacon. So there's that. So we're almost done here. Overall, what's my opinion on this? It does it all without issue. That's great. And I would recommend this light 100%. Yes. The likes on this flashlight far outweigh the wants and dislikes. It's just absolutely amazing light to have and own. Perun 3. So yeah, definitely big thumbs up. It's premium, but it's worth the price tag. So there you are. If you enjoyed this video, give a big like. If you like Olight flashlights, you want to see more, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of future reviews. I think I got another one coming up. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the Olight Perun 3. Is this something you would want in your kit? Do you want this walking around? What do you think? You like the high capacity? You like the size? I mean, it is fairly compact. I like the versatility myself. I love having this vest clip. I love having the mag base. That's me personally. Let me know what you guys think. All right. As usual, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.